Hey, it's Marilyn Devonish here from transformationstm.com. And I just had a really fun evening speaking at the Watford Rotary Club, and we were talking about limits and how we limit ourselves. And the whole premise of the talk was about flexibility. And that's both flexibility in the mind and brain and also flexibility in the body. So talking about some of the ways that it can show up in the mind, for example, I can't, who am I to? It will never work. What we call those limiting beliefs and the things that will be inflexible thinking. Now, in terms of those, I say notice what you notice and look out for them. A couple of simple questions you can ask yourself is okay, what stops me? When did I decide? So I talked about my ballet into journey into ballet, for example, and I took up ballet at the age of 47 and a half. So potentially 40 years late, because people often start ballet at age seven, as Len Goodman the late Len Goodman used to say. I started at 47 and a half. So I talked about the run up to that and how the decision was made. But one of the things that was going on in my mind as I thought about ballet class was, oh my gosh, it's a bit late, isn't it? And I can't do ballet. And my brain, what I call my other brain, was like, well, why not? When did you decide you can't do ballet? Childhood. And it's like, is that still relevant? No. And then the question was, well, what will happen if you did? You're still fit, healthy, able. So if not now, when? And I was like, good thought. Can't answer that question. So it's like, okay, I might as well do it then. And that's how I started with pole fitness at age 45. I say pole fitness, it was similar to pole dancing, but we weren't dancing. It was about the fitness. And then after that, that's when I took up the ballet. And for me, ballet was about being flexible in terms of both the body and the mind, because it's a whole different way of thinking. It's a workout for your left and right brain, trust me. And the times that say you've done a pirouette and then you're going to do a move and they go left, the other left, you're like, oh. So it's a full body, full mind, full brain workout, which I absolutely love. And I also introduced them to block therapy, and I told them about the shoulder, where in May 2022, shoulder started seizing up. Did the usual, because normally I can sort things out myself and I just have one treatment with the osteopath and that's the end of it. Had the treatment with the osteopath, didn't work. Went back a second time, I was like, what's going on here then? By the time I got back a third time, my osteopath was saying to me, what's going on here? We normally only need one adjustment. I was like, I know, this is weird. So after, I think, 5 or 6 treatments, so I think when I got to treatment number 6, I'm like, there's something going on here. So I spoke to my GP, saw the GP physio, went to Watford General Hospital, did an x-ray. That came back out of the blue, as far as I'm concerned, with osteoarthritis. It was like, whoa, it's something that happens to old people. Then my brain was like, do you know what age you are? And the net result was that I couldn't move my arm. So I had no range of movement. So I could sort of do that, and couldn't get the arm behind me. And the physio at the GP said it will probably be 12 to 18 months of physio. If that doesn't work, then they normally would look at steroid injections. And if that doesn't work, that's when you would go to surgery. And I was like, whoa. And it just so happened that it coincided with my friend Dr. Margot pestering me to take a look at these blocks, and I had no idea what she was talking about. So I talked to them at the group today about the Rotary Club, about how you can get started with just the rolled up towel, doing this in bed lying down, because to go from, oh, I can't move my arm at all, to be back to full range of motion within, 6 weeks, I would say I was 80% there. 8 weeks, I was back to normal. I did the bulk of that lying in bed. And so I talked about how to do that with a rolled up towel. I, of course, also showed them the official blocks as well. And for those of you who are watching this and go, oh, I'm interested, I'm intrigued to find out more, if you go to my main website, transformationstm.com, TRANCE, F for Freddy, so FORMATIONS, TM is in trademark, so transformationstm.com. You can either go /block therapy if you want to find out more about the blocks. You can do /block therapy gift, GIFT, and that will take you to a page where you don't have to pay $47 for the sampler program, which teaches you how to get started with just the rolled up towel. You can get that for free. And if you just head to transformationstm.com, left hand side, scroll down just under where you can sign up for my e-newsletter, you will see a box where you can go straight to the blocks, or you'll see a box where you can go and get the block therapy gift at no charge, complimentary of the wonderful Deanna Hansen, the creator of block therapy. So yeah, we talked about the mind, we talked about the physical body. It was absolutely brilliant fun, really great feedback from them as well, which was just amazing. They're like, oh, it's one of the best speakers we've ever seen, which is really nice. And even better considering that at 1:30 this afternoon I didn't even have a talk or presentation ready. I started with a blank sheet of paper and had mapped it all out within 9 minutes using the wonderful photo reading techniques and approaches. But yeah, it was really great fun. So I just wanted to leave that with you as a little bit of food for thought. So if you find yourself falling into those traps, those little limiting beliefs where you're stopping yourself doing something, your mind is closed to an idea, you're not even thinking about considering it, or just what I call the yes butting, yes but, or just saying no without even giving something due consideration, notice where that is showing up and just ask yourself some of the questions I mentioned earlier. And the question I will leave you with is, where in your life are you perhaps limiting yourself, being inflexible? And just ponder that one, see what comes to mind. So I'll leave it there with today's little ditty and food for thought. Marilyn Devonish, the NeuroSuccess coach from transformationstm.com, over and out. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Catch you all later.